I'm gonna have to sit and record this today, otherwise I'm never gonna do it. Hello all, Mighty Wolf, I'm over 7 here. God, since coming home from Comic Con Aberdeen, or technically Comic Con Scotland, as it's called, Aberdeen last week on the 23rd, 24th of March 2024. I've just been tired every day and just floored. I've not like been exercising. Not gonna lie, I haven't showered until like last night. I don't know why, I just have had no energy. As soon as I came home with my mum a day later, she went back down to Inverness with my stepdad to pick him up from football and all that and spend a few days down there. But like, she's got like problems with her hands and feet. So I don't know how the hell she's managing because I'm exhausted just coming home from Aberdeen. Yeah, I went out to the shops with my sister a few days ago before making nachos. Uh, just been spending a lot of time with my sister the past few days since we just have the house to ourselves. We've just been watching a lot of Simpsons. When we were getting stuff in for naturals, I got some vitamin D and calcium supplements, so that would perk me up. I just feel like living dead right now. I've not been exercising or anything. Sorry, back to what I was going to actually talk about. Yeah, I thought I would talk to you a bit about my experience at Comic Con Scotland, Aberdeen. It was a really good one. I'll tell you about the build up to it first. We got the second train from Thurso to Inverness at about 8:30, and it was a good journey. It was like, there wasn't any delays or anyone being loud or annoying on the trains. But God, I was suffering really bad trap wind on the way down. The amount of squirming and positions I had to get into. I don't know how I got it, but I had a really bad trap wind on the way down. And then I had that again on the train Aberdeen. And funny story, on the train Aberdeen, there was this really loud teen, and it was funny because the guy sitting next to us, the Aberdeen train's always really busy for two carriages. We didn't really have time to stop for food or anything before getting on the Aberdeen one because we had to be on it within like 10 minutes of getting off. So, at Inverness, but it was funny. There was this really loud, I think he was in his teens. I think he was either recently in jail or he had some kind of court order because he was mentioning a bit on the phone about having like 100 hours of community service and all that, and it was just so funny how loud he was being about it. He's like, "Yeah, I'm staying at ours for 5 nights," and then the guy sitting next to us just leaned over to us and like, "He's staying at ours for 5 nights," and I'm like, we were just laughing at it, like, God, it flex you saying like, "Oh yeah, I'm doing 100 hours of community service." I'm like, "Good for you," but yeah, on the Thursday when we arrived, it was so helpful, like my anxiety and all that, and my mum's physical problems. She gets passenger support with the trains and that, so we get like seats easily and escorted off safely. God, I remember like just walking to the travel lodge, like oh, clutching my stomach. This is TMI, isn't it? But uh, when I remember my mum was like showing me like, cause she hasn't been to Aberdeen in years, but obviously she used to live there with my dad and that. She's like, "Oh, the Vice," or I can't remember what it was called actually. It was some pub, some nightclub she was talking about, and I said, like, "Oh, mum, stop stalling! I need to get to the room." But yeah, we stayed at the travel lodge near the train station, and on Thursday we didn't really do much. We went to the co-op to get my mum gin, and I got myself Pepsi, and we got a McDonald's that night. It was actually funny because I kind of remember Union Street because I remember like facing on to the train tracks. To the right, there's a McDonald's and Slains Castle, but then my mum was saying when we went to her left, I thought I'm pretty sure it's to her right, but then she went up to the left of the travel lodge and I'll say the travel lodge, like it's when you go out through those doors next to HMV. But when we went up past she saw Burger King. She's like, "Oh, it must be a Burger King now. Oh, I'm sorry about that." I went to go up to get her a gin and some snacks and that. But I was saying like, can we please look down to our right? Because I'm starting to remember the McDonald's being to our right, and I was right. So yeah, she got a fish fillet and fries, and I got fries and two quarter pounders. But I'm so used to getting their double cheeseburgers, I thought the quarter pounders would be just as small. So I thought like I'm getting two quarter pounders because I feel like I'm going to not be satisfied with my first one. But no, the quarter pounder was definitely enough. I ended up having a second one cold later, just not to waste it. But the fries were freezing, and my mum actually mentioned that too. But we basically just spent the Thursday night just chilling, listening to music, watching TV, and I was like on my phone just interacting on Twitter and watching YouTube and that. And on Friday, it was quite a nice day. We were considering walking to my well, I was considering walking to my auntie and uncle, Audrey and Johnny. Well, great auntie and great uncle. Because we only had the 2 days where we were just doing whatever because we had the con on Saturday and Sunday before traveling home on Monday. So we just went and visited them for the day, and they offered us dinner. So we had a tiger crust ham pizza that didn't have a tomato base, funnily enough, but it tasted really nice. And we saw my cousin as well there, and his two Waynes. Oh my God, it's so weird to think that they have kids now. I feel so old now. But uh, it's funny because my I guess you could say second cousin. I don't know what you call them, but my cousin's daughter, she it's actually crazy like how young she is, and she knows pretty much every flag in the world. Like basically, they were just showing us like how smart she is with her flags, and she was like she knew like Afghanistan, she knew like different states and continents and all that. I'm like, how do you know all these flags? Basically, we're just catching up with family. It was fun. It was nice to see them, and they seemed happy to see us too. Like we had a very good night, and then me and mum just went home again that night and just chilled again, getting ready for the con. I slept so well the first night. Oh, made me laugh the second day. Actually, I forgot to say because before we went to see my auntie and uncle, we went into HMV and that to see if we get any souvenirs for friends and that. Souvenirs. And my mum got this, and I was like, I wonder who that could be for. But yeah, she got it from me. I just made a joke about that. So like, oh, I wonder who that could be for. They woke up gay again. I somehow slept really well the night before the con without any sleeping aid, funnily enough. Um, it was just a really comfy bed, I suppose. I must have just been knackered from all the walking. I know, and I wasn't dieting or exercising the whole time I'm gonna make it on holiday, but God, I did like 12,000 steps on the on the Saturday of the con and burned over 4,000 calories, which normally I average around 3,000 a day. But I'll send put screenshots in on screen right now as and when like they become relevant. But yeah, the first day of the con, obviously I got all done up and dressed up as Spike, ready for going. I was like nervous, but also like really excited. And Spike was the first one we met. I'm trying to remember actually like how everything went at the start. It was very windy on this Saturday when we arrived at the PNJ. We had early admissions, so it was relatively quiet at that time. But even on the Sunday, me and mum slept in longer because like we didn't get a good sleep the night before, so we just went in later on the Sunday. But it was surprisingly not that busy. On Saturday, it was a lot more organized than Walker Soccer Con. Like I actually had a much better experience here than at Walker Soccer Con. Um, Basically when we arrived, it took a while to actually go into the room that the con was taking place. It's a massive place, the PNJ. Yeah, we just like went to the bathroom and now we just had a look around and I saw a very open pick and mix stand and like I can imagine a lot of people steal from it because there was like no one around guarding it. But when I went there, I basically just like looked around. I didn't really buy anything yet at the stalls, and I saw a Leon Kennedy that I was like, oh, I hope I run into them again. I want to get a photo with Leon for my friend, because my friend loves Leon. I never saw them again. Yeah, the first day I was more getting like cosplay photographs of people on the second day. The second day, I think the first day I got a photo with Michael Myers and Ghostface, people who cosplay as him. I feel like I gave the impression that I wasn't impressed with her cosplay and all that, but I was trying to act like Spike. I was trying to be like really in character because he wouldn't be impressed or like interested. But like I was sure to thank them after getting my photos with them. I was just trying to be like, yeah, whatever. Like I get my photos with them because like he would be like that. Because he's not scared of anything. Yeah, the first person we met was Spike, me and my mum, and oh, he was amazing. Like when I went up to meet him, I think he was the first one. I was the first one he saw cosplay as Spike. Because when I went to his booth, I actually feel so good because this time around, like, because last time I was at a con, I was in tears in the build up to it and didn't want to go, and like my mum and my friend did like all the organizing, and I actually the only thing my mum organized was the hotel this time around, and yeah, I kept us right at the venue. I knew when our photo ops were at. I knew where things were. I knew where to go for auto ops. I felt good that I felt like really organized at this one, like how I actually felt kind of like independent. But the first person we went to see was Spike, and he was lovely. It was actually kind of surreal, like to see him because I remember when I walked up to him, he was like, "Hey, Spot!" He went like really in character for it. Like you'll even see in my photo op. That's my photo with Spike from Buffy. He's really in character in the image. I'll show like selfies and that on screen right now, as and when. Like I'll just have to know that when I'm editing it, I'll be adding the selfies. Let me get out the autographs and the photographs. I did actually have a Buffy shirt that I got for Christmas from my mum. I specifically asked for signable merch, so I got Cordelia and Drusilla and Spike to sign this. That's from Drew. Drew was lovely, by the way, but I'll get around to that when I meet when I talk about meeting her. I think the one that says "bite me" is Spike. Yeah, up there. That's Spike. But yeah, when I met him and got my photo with him, he said my his cosplay was awesome as well, and he if we can go to his table his autograph table after our photo. He liked a video of us for his Instagram and Facebook, which I might actually post here, funnily enough.
Hey, it's Stephen and I'm Spike.
Hi, I'm Susie and I'm a victim of spy.
'Cause I ended up seeing it on Facebook and sharing it. I was actually flattered they asked me, and then well, I know he was asking a lot of people. Like he asked my mum as well, but yeah, that was the only one I got framed because I wanted to get that one framed because he was like the highlight of what I was going to see. And we went to his table. He said both me and my mum looked. I can't remember the word he used. But basically implied that we rock. He did pay us a compliment, but I can't remember the word. It was like you guys rock or whatever. But it was something nice he said. But basically, I was telling him about my mum's impression of Drew because like every time like Spike's on screen, like oh I want to see Spike, or like every time she like mentions Spike, she does the impression of Drew, and he was laughing at that.
Spy.
And basically the video he got us to do for his Instagram, he said to me to say like say something like, "Hey, I'm Stephen and I'm Spike," and I just went like, "Hey, Steve, I'm Steve." Well, you actually seen the video I'm posting, and
Hey, it's Stephen and I'm Spike.
he tried to get my mum to say something. He was trying to think of what I get her to say. He's like, "Hey, I'm Susie and I'm Spike's mom," and I just like, or just say like, "I'm Susie and I'm a victim of Spike," and then he thought that was perfect, so she did that as well. He was dying after like her impression of Drusilla was like, "I'm a victim of Spike," but I was saying to him like how I'm actually starstruck to be having a conversation with you right now, and he said like, "I know I'm three-dimensional. It's crazy, isn't it?" But it made me laugh. Like he's cheeky in real life, just like he is in his show. But I was saying to him like how I actually did not realize until I saw him in interviews that he was actually American. Like he said, you do the British accent so damn well, and he said like, "I'm only British if you pay me," which you have. So there you go. It made me laugh though when he said that. Yeah, we had a nice chat with him. He was really nice, Spike. The or James Marsters, I should say. And I was saying like, how long ago does it feel like since you were in the show? Because to me, it's still somewhat new because I only started watching it about 3 years ago or so. So the show still feels very new to me. Obviously, you could see like old computers and that, and it things implying it's old, but it still feels like a very new show to me. And he says like, "I'm 62 years old, Stephen. Like I am, uh, it's like all gone in too fast to me. It doesn't feel that long ago at all." And I was like, "I know." I was saying to my mum in the line, like, "No way, he's 62 years." And my mum was like, "Don't you dare finish that sentence because like she's 60." But yeah, I wouldn't have said he was 62. He looks great. But then again, 62 is young these days. I think we just waited a while because we got our photo with Carrie Payton. Yeah, I met Carrie Payton again. I've met him at Walker Stalker London 2018 and in 2019, and I got a photo with him again twice. uh, well, let me see if I can find the photos because I accidentally got two of them because I didn't know I got one on the Saturday and the Sunday. I think I initially intended to get one alone with him and my mum one alone with him, but we ended up just sharing two photo ops. Basically, I'm the same in both of them, but only one of them my mum's dressed up because she only dressed up on the Saturday. There we go. That's Carrie Payton. He plays King Ezekiel from The Walking Dead. I didn't see him at his autograph table, but I did meet him at his autograph table in London. And oh, he's lovely. Honestly, like if you ever are worried about meeting people, I can safely say everyone who I met was absolutely lovely. He was a sweetheart, always smiling, just like his character. But I think he was the. I'm trying to think of all the autograph tables we visited that day. I mostly just browsed with my friend Kathy. Like I met back up with her. It's been years since I've seen her. 2019 actually. I can't believe it's been that long. But she was saying that she sees a huge difference in me since then. My mental health was so bad in 2019. Like everyone was keeping me right. I remember actually having to go home early from the Sunday in Walker's Soccer Con. I just couldn't handle it. I just had to go. Cutting out, like the negativity from my life and just focusing on looking after myself, which I'm gonna have to do maybe today or next week because I've not been exercising or anything like I normally have been doing. I don't know. I've just been absolutely floored by this post-con blues. But on the Saturday, I think it was a while. We just mostly looked around. I don't think I did any purchases. I think I got my photo with Michael and Ghostface around this point. My mum's feet and hands were getting sore because we were in line for like an hour and a half waiting to meet James Marsters. And my mum's got psoriasis on the palms of her hands and feet and fibromyalgia. So standing around for a long period of time burned me a lot of calories, but it just burned her. And basically we just found her a seat somewhere, so she could chill for a bit, and then me and my friend Kathy and her friends, um, she was dressed as the Mandalorian, so it's like it was so funny because when she came over to me, my mum, and James Marsters' line, I didn't even see her right away. My mum was like, "Oh, there's Kathy," and I looked right past her. I was like, "Oh, where?" When we got round to getting our autographs, I didn't get a photo with Cordelia, Charisma Carpenter, on the Saturday, but I got my autographs. I got her to sign my shirt, and also this. I got her to write on it because when I went to her table, she went like, "Wow, you've got quite a collection there." But she looks fabulous as well, by the way. Like she's barely aged a day since the show. But it said I told her said like, "Is there any chance you could write on the action figure saying to Stephen, what is your childhood trauma?" Because it's like it's like a very quotable quote from the very start of Buffy, actually. I think it's episode one, funnily enough. It's definitely very early on. She's so different to her character. In like real life, she was actually pretty quiet. I feel like she was lovely. Don't get me wrong, but yeah, she was just very quiet and very reserved. Whereas in the show, she's very like extroverted and like very confident and everything. But like yeah, she was lovely in real life. I forgot also to say like a reaction to me asking if she could write "What's your childhood trauma?" It's like, "You want me to write "What's your childhood trauma?" But I wonder if she like remembers that was a line of hers in the show or not. But when I said to her, said, "Oh God, I remember you were in Supernatural," because I was looking at all the things in the autograph table of things you could get signed. I said, "Oh, I remember you in Supernatural. Weren't you both like her and James Marsh fun enough? Weren't you both witches in that, if I remember rightly?" And then she pointed at the photograph saying like witches, and then she pointed at Cordelia and went witch, like basically called Cordelia a witch. And then I think she posted pointed at a picture of her from like a modeling shoot, her saying "Supreme Being." And I was like, "Oh my God, yes, we preach. I mean, we preach. I mean, we stand." But uh, I think she could like pick up. I was anxious in that because she was I think they could all could actually because they were all really nice. When she got up to like take the selfie with me, when she asked to borrow my phone, she's like, "May I?" I can't remember what she said, but I'm pretty sure she said she called me girl at one point. I can't remember why she said it, but she was like, "Let's go, girl. Let's do this, girl." Or whatever. Like, I just thought she called me girl, which I thought was it was actually funny because when she signed my shirt, I think she was being so careful not to do it wrong because she got her assistant to like spread it out so that oh that sounded wrong, but yeah, she got her assistant to spread it out so that she could sign it properly. But when we went to take the photo, she asked to borrow my phone like, "May I?" And then I was like, "Oh yeah, of course." And then I didn't realize about my phone having the 5 second timer on it when you take photos. And when we were taking the selfie, she was like, "Oh, I hate that." And I was like, "Oh, I know, I'm sorry. I only have it on for like certain things, but I forget to turn it off for other things." But then yeah, we got her selfie. She was lovely. And what was I gonna say after that? That day I don't think we did much else in terms of autographs. I think oh no, we saw Drusilla on that day as well, but we had to come back later because I don't know why there was some kind of delay in meeting her. I don't know why I was running late. Basically, in James Marsters' line, it was nothing to do with James Marsters, by the way. Like it's nothing, not dig at him, but like one of the workers there, my mum was clearly in agony and on crutches, and she asked for a chair just while waiting in the line because she can't stand for too long. And then the person that she asked, I don't think they even went and asked for a chair. Like I think they were just being lazy, and they came back saying like, "Oh, I'm afraid like we can't get you a chair because if we get you a chair, everyone's going to be expecting one." I'm like, "Oh bullshit! Why would everyone expect a chair when clearly you need one?" I'm like, "Oh whatever." But then like in a later on line, this one of the assistants in uh Juliet Landau's line, I hope I pronounced the name right, who plays Drusilla offered my mum a chair, saying that you're not sore standing there right now. And I was thinking, well, she's like, well, I actually did ask for one earlier, but I wasn't allowed. And he was like, oh no, I'll get you a chair right now. So I was like, okay then. But yeah, he was lovely. And it's actually funny because I think the person that was working there with Julie Landau, Drusilla, was her husband, and he was lovely. He actually came up to us saying how um the lines may be a bit long because she likes to talk to her fans for quite some time. And she did. When we met her, we were actually yapping away for quite a bit. And I think said where we travelled from. I think we even said we travelled from Thurso. Yeah, well, we did travel from Thurso, but we just had quite a bit of a conversation with her. Like, we were just yapping away to her. And she was telling us about a DVD that she's in or a current Blu-ray. I'll have to look it up, see what thing she was in. It'll be the most recent thing she was in, but she was like promoting a new DVD that she was in, and some cast from Buffy, I believe, are in it. She was saying, and also Joss Whedon. But uh, she's so different to her character. Like you know, her character's like dead weird and like, like she's a queen, but yeah, she's dead weird and like evil. But she couldn't be any further from that in real life. She was an absolute sweetheart. And it was funny because I was telling her about my mum's impression of Drusilla, because like every time like Spike's on screen, and when you weren't in the show for a while, I was saying that to her. Like she was like, I wonder when we're going to see Spike again. And ever since you've been in the show, she says Spike's name like that whenever he's on the screen, and she was like dying laughing at that. And she was like, oh, that's brilliant. And then like my mum uh did the impression of her like Spike, and then like she even did it. She went Spike. I was, oh my god, she went so in character for it. But I didn't get a selfie with her, but on Sunday I did get a photo up, a shared one with her and James, which I'll talk about when we actually get to the Sunday. But yeah, we had a good conversation with her. She was telling us all about the DVD that she was in as well, and I actually can't remember everything we said, but we just had a full on conversation with her. It was like talking to a friend. She was lovely. I can't remember if we saw the police academy a lot on the Saturday or the Sunday. That really made my mum's day. That I think it was the Sunday. I don't think we did much else on the Saturday. I think on the Saturday though, yeah, me and my mum got a photo with. I think he's an Ice Walker or the King of Ice Walkers from Game of Thrones. I'm not entirely sure. I don't know much about Game of Thrones, but I thought he looked really cool, and I just wanted a photo with him and a photo in this chair. Uh, but yeah, he was so in character. But I've got a funny story from the Sunday to tell you about that one. On the Sunday, it was a lot quieter. Me and my mum didn't get much sleep on the Saturday night. I don't know why. I think I was just buzzing from the Saturday, and I kind of slept in. Uh, but yeah, on the Sunday, I think I bought myself this Reaper Funko Pop. Let me just get through all these first. Yeah, I was looking for a Moira one too. I was gonna get a Moira one as well, because like Moira and Reaper are like my mains from Overwatch, but I couldn't get that a Moira one. I was looking. They had a lot of Funko Pops all over the venue. Like they were pretty much at every stall. But so it must be a pretty big thing. My mum, I mean, actually, I got some gifts for my friend from Indiana, which I was sure to hide from the camera right now in case you're watching. Um, oh, they have a gift card. I didn't realize. But yeah, I got some coasters as well. This is when I did most of my like browsing and buying. But God, I say I don't have the physical or mental energy to go to cons all the time. I don't have the money either. Like they're so expensive. But I got these coasters, like Sunnydale High. I do love coasters as well. I never get enough of them. Um, Saving People, Hunting Things, The Family Business, obviously a reference to Supernatural. I saw Jensen was announced for, I think it was Comic Con Scotland, but they haven't said where yet. But it's in October, so I doubt it'll be Aberdeen again. And I remember that part. Pudding. I can't remember what scene it is, but I think it's when they're undercover in an old folks' home or a psychiatric hospital or something, and they're trying to act nuts. So the first thing he did was like just pull his pants down and go pudding. I remember that. Oh God, I'll have to watch it all again. I'm currently on season 7 of it, but I've never continued it. But I did have every intention to. I just sort of felt like funk with watching it, and I remember that where he was affected by this virus. I can't think it was a yellow virus or a hex or something. It made him scared easily or something, or made him act scared. I can't remember. Oh God, I feel like I have to watch it all again because I only remember like vague parts of it. But I was just recognizing all these quotes from Supernatural, and I just got the coasters. But did. Oh yeah, on the Saturday before we went home, I did get an autograph from Holly Marine Combs for my friend. It was initially planned to be a video message. I was going to get her a video message from her saying that Stephen tells me that you're a big fan of Pretty Little Liars and Charmed. She said clearly you have good taste, but clearly Stephen doesn't. So when you guys are done watching Stranger Things, get his ass on Pretty Little Liars. Also, are you finished? But yeah, that never happened because I asked the assistant, like instead of a selfie, could I get a video message? But she was saying she doesn't do video messages. So I was like, oh, okay, I'll get her an autograph then. Which she did. And not much to really say about Holly. She didn't really speak to me at all. Apart from when I was looking out for something from Pretty Little Liars, because I know my friend loves Pretty Little Liars. And she said like, oh, this photo is probably from closer to that timeline. So I got her that. She wasn't mean or anything. Like she wasn't rude. She just didn't really say much. Her assistant did a lot of speaking. She said that me and my mum were beautiful. So I was like, oh, thank you. But yeah, she was really nice. Her assistant. Um, but yeah, I'm not saying that she was rude or anything. I just don't have much to really say about her. Like we didn't speak to her really. I think it's because like I was there to get an autograph from my friend, so she probably didn't think, well, she won't know anything about me, so like, what's the point in saying anything to him? Which fair enough. Okay. Oh, Spider-Man. Yeah, I got these little luminous lights for my room because I thought they would look pretty cool for like a background on my stream. Spider-Man one. I'll just figure out how to get them to work, but yeah, I'll have to get it. Let me just assemble it right now. May as well while we're here. Um, I got one of Alien as well. I wanted to just get one of two things that I knew because I didn't want to just get random ones just because I didn't want to be a fake. But it's actually funny. There was like a Pokemon or something there. And my mom was saying like, "Oh, who is that? Is that?" I'm trying to think who that is that you play at Spyro. And I'm like, "Yeah, that's definitely not Spyro, Mom. You don't know what you're talking about." But bless her, she tried. Oh, is it changing color automatically? Oh no, it's changing color whenever I press it. Oh, there's a remote for it, but I don't know how to use the remote. Um, I'm assuming it's just for if I can't be arsed doing it myself. Just do it with the remote. But yeah, it changes color. That's with Spider-Man one. The color, like, it's not really showing some of them very well. I think it's a bit too bright. Oh, well, it's probably because of my LED light. Maybe if I turn that off, it'll show a bit more better. Oh, there's a setting where it like flickers. Okay, I'm actually going to leave it like that for now. Yeah, I got that from one of the stalls. Um, just because I thought it might look pretty cool in the background on a stream, like having these flashing lights. I don't entirely know what this is for, to be honest with you. On the Saturday, we planned on going to Slane's Castle, but it was obviously really busy being a Saturday, and I think the after party was in Slane's Castle. I don't know if it was the one from Comic Con, but when we went there, the bouncers let us in, but there was nowhere to sit. So I thought maybe we could sit upstairs, and then there was people on the stairs saying like the after party was upstairs. I don't know if it was the Comic Con one though, but apparently it was meant to be there. But yeah, it was just really busy, so we ended up not going there, and we popped in and just got a chippy on the way home. I got mozzarella sticks and chips and cheese, and it was really nice. I definitely earned them that day because I burnt over 4,000 calories and did about 12,000 steps, so definitely earned that. Yeah, I don't know how this remote. Oh, that's how it works. Oh, it does work. That's pretty cool. Ah, never mind. I know how it works now. Uh, I just turned it on and off there. Oh, yellow. Oh, that's cool. Orange. Ah. Okay, I'm gonna hold on to that now that I know how it works. Uh, oh, that's actually pretty cool, that. I got another one here as well. Keep remembering shit I want to say, but when I was talking about things being really pricey, can you believe when I got a large Coke and my mum got, I think she just got an Iron Brew. She tried for gin, but they weren't doing it at that time, did they? But, it was a tenner for a gin and not a gin, I mean Iron Brew and a Coke, which meant a fiver for a Coke. And the small Coke was £2.50. I think that £2.50 is steep, even for a large Coke. Like, what on earth? I don't know why they were charging so much, but I got another one here as well. For Alien, or Xenomorph to be specific. Oh no, not me binning bubble wrap. I need to hold on to that shit when I post things. I'm trying to find where the wrap ends. But I can't find it. Yeah, the Xeno one's a bit thicker. It's bigger. And there we got Xenomorph. I'm pretty sure, like. Oh wait, is that it there? Oh, okay, I do have a stand for the other one, but yeah, basically I'm just demonstrating in this one instead. But yeah, there's a stand for the other one there. Oh, I also got my photos taken with these fire team from Aliens. 'Cause I saw them the first day and I thought I really want my photo with them. Um, and they were like really funny as well. Like the first one, like they posed and got like in character with us, trying to like all macho and all that. And the second one said, "Okay, let's be really silly for this one." And then like it was them that said that. And the second one, we were just like, "Hey," like, we just looked really dark. I'll post the selfie here. It was really fun, and I got quite a few selfies that day. I got one with I think Predator pushing a baby predator in a pram. I was wondering why he was pushing a pram around, but like the predator had the predator sound effects protruding from him, like you know, from the film, like the sound it makes. I don't know how to impersonate it, but I said like that sound effect you've got going on is perfect. So like I just said that, and you said thank you as well. Um, I got a photo with like Lego Batman and Robin as well. And this guy walking around, I didn't know who he was, but he was dressed as like looking like some kind of god or something. He was wearing a cape and had some kind of eye makeup on, and he was like bald and had a six pack and that. And I thought, I don't know who you are, but I just want a photo with you because you're hot. But I couldn't find him to get a photo with him again. But on the Sunday, I think the first thing we did was a photo. I think it was, yeah, it was the duo op with Juliet and James for Spike and Buffy. Is it Spike and Buffy? Spike and Drusilla. And we went to their photo booth. Uh, he said like, "Oh, welcome back. I'm so glad to see that you came back." And I was like, "Oh my God, you remember us?" And then like, my mum said that, "Oh my God, you remember us?" And then Juliet, who plays Drusilla, um, said it was great to see us again after we like had left as well. That's the only time we saw them that day, just for our duo op. But oh, it was so cool that they remembered us. I think, and later on, um, we had our photos with Charisma Carpenter, and my mom had her glasses on but she was it was like interfering with like the camera and all that. And mom was saying like, "Oh, should I take them off?" And then like Cordelia said like, "I think that'd be a good idea." But let me see if I can find my photo with Cordelia. I blinked in it, which I was so annoyed about. Obviously not annoyed at them, I was annoyed at myself for blinking during. I edited it when I posted it online to make it look like I hadn't blinked, but it doesn't look so much like I blinked there, but you could tell I just recently blinked because I look like I'm just reopening my eyes from blinking. But yeah, she was like really nice. She said something again like, "Let's do this, girl." I can't actually remember what she said, but she was really sweet. She said something really sweet to me in the line, but I just can't quite remember what it was. But she did say something really nice when we got our photo taken. She looked fabulous as well. Like, oh my God, she was absolutely stunning. But later on that day, we had quite a few hours to kill in between each one. We got a lot more seats on the Sunday because it was a lot quieter. And we actually met quite a few nice people that day. I actually got a selfie with someone called Catherine, who I actually have on Facebook now. I've actually got a few people on Facebook now after this con. You meet some lovely people at these places, and when you're in lines waiting for people, and there was other people coming on this Buffy fan page that I follow on Facebook saying how they remembered seeing me, like I was like ahead of them in the line, or I was talking to them in the line. But yeah, it was a great day. I actually got some selfies with because Catherine, who was at the con, had this steak that she brings, and she was saying how every year when it's Christmas, when they take down their tree, she turns it into a steak. Either for going to cons or she just it's just something she does. But she did it last year anyway. And we were just nattering away to her because we were a bit early for our photo op with I can't remember which one it was. I think it was either the Spike and Cordelia one or the Spike or Drusilla one or the Cordelia one. I can't actually remember. I gotta say the mistress from Doctor Who, Missy. I can't remember her actress's name, but oh God, she seemed like a right character from what we saw from her table. Like her energy is just exuded. It was yeah, she. But basically, she had did this thing. I don't know if it's like an in joke or something that she just loves Tonics tea cakes, but she's trying to build like a Tonics tea cake tower. And it was just funny seeing like it growing and growing and growing. And I was wondering what it was like, what the reason was behind that. And I noticed that in her video on Comic Con page that she was building a Tonics tower, and it's like funny seeing all these Tonics tea cakes that are her table. Like she was like asking for people to bring them, and but yeah, I forgot to mention that just there. Like, but yeah, she seemed like a right character. I'd have loved to have met her, even though not being a big Doctor Who fan myself. I did watch it a lot for a while. When Chris Eccleston was in it and David Tennant, and then I just sort of like fell out with watching it. But God, she would have been so funny to me because we were just seeing from like our table, like she just seemed like a right character. Yeah, much later on, like our last photo op was with Ross Marquand. I thought I always said his name right, who plays Aaron. And luckily his line was quiet that day because me and my mum were we were actually in the VIP line because she was disabled. I was meant to be using my Aaron photo op on Saturday. Well, Ross Marquand photo op on Saturday, but I forgot to use it because there was two photo ops I forgot to print when I was in Thursday. And I said, "Oh, it's okay. I'll just get them scanned on my phone." And I forgot about that when I was in the con itself. And I was like, "Oh shit! I had a photo with Aaron today." And I completely forgot. But then tomorrow I said like, because I didn't use it yesterday, is there any chance I could use it today instead? Because I did pay for it. And a woman in line said like, actually I didn't say that because I did pay for it because I feel like I'd be kind of rude. But I just said like, I know that it might not be allowed, but I feel like it's worth asking. Is there any chance I could use it today instead? It was like, Ah, yeah, I don't mind doing that for you. Just make sure you come to my links. I don't know if other people will allow it to, but yeah, like I'm perfectly okay to do that for you. And I was like, oh, thank you so much. And but Ross was absolutely lovely. Ross Marquand. You'll know him as Aaron from Walking Dead. He's also a comedian too. You'll probably recognize him from comedy skits too. But he was lovely. I actually never got to meet him the two times as a Walker Soccer Con, but I meant to. I just never got round to. There was just the time just flew in. But he was really nice. He ended up yapping away to me and my mum for a good few minutes because we were last people in his line, and he said to me like, "Who are you dressed as?" And I was like, Spike from Buffy." I was like, "Oh yeah, of course." And then he also said he had my mum's earrings, and she was like, "Where'd you get them?" And then she was like, "Oh, from Walker Stalker Con." And like after we got the photo, she's like, "Wait, did you say Walker Stalker Con?" And then uh, it, she was like, "Yeah," and he was like, "Oh, which one?" And oh, we went to the 2018 one. And I was saying like how we wanted to meet him both times we were down there, but we just like we just never had the time because it was just flying in. It's like, oh, I know it's crazy, right? And then he was saying like, "Oh, isn't it sad that they've stopped those now?" Just yapped away to him for ages, and we were saying where we traveled from, and he was saying that they do these good ones in Manchester. And my mom was saying like, "Oh, I don't know if I'll be feeling about traveling down there anytime soon," because we were saying we were way at the north, and yeah, we just had a really good night with him. Like I was saying, my mum was saying like, "Oh God, you and Ezekiel have to come back to Aberdeen again. It's so great to see people coming up further north." And, oh, I love it here. I love doing cons. I'm sure I'll be back again. But yeah, we were just narrowing away to him for ages, and then he was the last person we saw that day. But my mum, I don't think I got any more autographs that day. But my mum met the cast from Police Academy, and she got the Police Academy box set when she was away in Inverness a few days ago, so she's wanted me to watch that with her. But my mum, the first one she met, I just got it signed to me as well, to Susie and Stephen. Yeah, I just got it signed to me as well because I thought like, oh, he's a nice chappy. I might just get him to sign it for me as well and get in the selfie with my mum. But yeah, he was lovely and very sprightly and just yapped away to us. He was telling us about how it's his daughter's birthday tomorrow, which will obviously pass now. And I said like, or he said next week, I can't remember, but we said happy early birthday to your daughter. Um, I'll just show them on screen right now. His name was Tim. Oh, I actually can't see the full name. Where is it? Kazurinsky. I can't actually say his name. He was lovely though, and we also met. See, I don't know because these are my mum's icons. It's like, uh, but he but when I saw him like in Police Academy, God, he played a really hot guy. And my mum, oh, he was actually really nice. Like all the Police Academy cats were really nice, but my mum also met let me see if I can find it. GW Bailey from Police Academy, and he's in a wheelchair now, and he was just telling us about how I don't know, but there was this character that's apparently got a really squeaky voice from the show, and he was telling us about how he just lost her recently. They just found her in her bed, and my mum was like so sad to hear that. But like he was just like basically opening up to my mum about it, and he signed this out to her from uh Captain Harris, who he plays. Oh, I just dropped something there, and also from Marion, who I'm assuming is her character. And my mum didn't realize he said that until later on. So she went back to the table to like personally thank him for it. And gave him like a hug and said, "Is there any chance I could give you a kiss on the forehead?" And yeah, he let her, and he was like welling up because I think he was so grateful that she appreciated that, and he was saying she was a wonderful person. Like it was just like, oh God, this is so sweet and wholesome. Like they were so nice and charming. But yeah, that's the you might know him to look at the photo, but yeah, Proctor, that's who he plays. But yeah, it was funny when you were asking what photo we wanted autographed. I said, well, I think you know what I'm looking. But yeah, the Police Academy guys were lovely. Well, we also met one of the R2D2s. I think it was from one of the newer Star Wars and another one. Yeah, we also met R2D2. And don't worry, my mum asked for permission for that kiss. Like she didn't just straight up kiss him. But yeah, I forgot that I got a selfie with R2D2 on the Saturday because I didn't actually realize it. I thought it was just an automatic R2D2 that was just moving around um without controllers. I didn't think he would like react to me wanting a photo with him. But yeah, I realized there was someone holding like a controller behind his back while controlling moving around because like he was like reacting as if I wanted a photo with him because he just like stopped and looked at me and I was like, "Oh wait, are you hearing me right now? Can I get a selfie with you?" It's like, "Oh, thanks, Q." But yeah, on the Sunday I can't remember what else we did. Like I remember we got some chips at one point. We sat down a lot. It was a lot more chill on the Sunday. Did a lot more shopping. My mum, actually, I've got one funny story to tell because I couldn't capture on camera. She was saying, I thought you were recording it. I'm like, you did it so, like, spontaneously, though. I didn't have time to get my camera and record it. But, like, oh, I don't know. I think he's the king of the Ice Walkers, or he is an Ice Walker, but um, I don't know much about Game of Thrones, but my mum saw him like he was so in character and just like walking along. And mum said, "Okay, okay, that's it. I'm not leaving here without getting a hug from you first." And she like had her crutches up in the air, like opening up for a hug. And he just stared at her for like a few seconds, and then just slowly put his arm around her and gave her a hug. And you just heard him laughing under his mask as well. And then like a guy near us said, "Like God, you're brave." We were just laughing at that. But it was a good day. I mostly just did shopping that day, absolutely draining my bank account. And then on Sunday, the rest of the day, we went to Slane's Castle. It was a lot quieter. I had mac and cheese and chips that day. My mum had a steak, and when we went home, I took a tablet as well to help me sleep for getting the train the next day. And I've just been floored ever since I got home. I might try and do a bit of exercise after recording this video. I'm not actually sure yet, but yeah, it was a great weekend. I was absolutely thrilled with everyone I met. Everyone was absolutely lovely. Yeah, just I was going to record this sooner, but I've just been absolutely floored ever since getting home. I don't know why, but I think I showed everything I got myself. I got the coasters. I got those lights. All the things I got signed. I'm gonna have to do a bit of tidying up now. Yay me. But until next time, I'll let you know. I'm going to be posting more YouTube content. I've got so many things recorded that I've not bothered to edit yet for YouTube, both Twitch footage and non-Twitch footage. I've got the last two episodes of Alan Wake from well, the first one, that I've not posted, but I've recorded. I just need to edit and post it, and I need to do editing to my platinum journey of Resident Evil Zero, but all in good time. No rush for these things, I suppose. But yeah, I love you all so, so much, and I will see you whenever I next see you.